The Sultan greets His Excellency Nico Jordan on the occasion of winning the presidential elections of Romania. The Shura Council approves a draft law of amending some provisions of the arbitration law in civil and commercial disputes and the draft of real estate registry law, both to be forwarded to the State Council. 46 Usufruct contracts worth over 9 million Armeni Rials and 23 cooperation agreements to implement the infrastructure for Soro housing project are signed. And the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs reveals a number of additional services provided to Omani pilgrims at the Mina and Arafat camps. Welcome to our news centre. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Nico Jordan on the occasion of winning the presidential election of Romania. The Shura Council approved a draft law of amending some provisions of the arbitration law in civil and commercial disputes and the draft of real estate registry law, both referred by the government and to be forwarded to the State Council to complete the regulation cycle. During the 10th regular session, the Council approved the draft air transport agreement between the Sultanate of Oman and the Kyrgyz Republic, as well as discussing a number of draft laws referred to the Council by the Council of Ministers, most notably the draft law on national geographic data and spatial information, the draft law on unified industrial regulation for the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, and the draft law on sports entities. The session was chaired by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. Oman Real Estate Expo 2025, one of the largest real estate events in the Sultanate's history, has entered its second day, marked by strategic deals and the unveiling of visionary urban projects. Details are shared in this report.
The 20th edition of the Oman Real Estate Expo and Design and Build Week entered its second day at Oman Convention and Exhibition Center, cementing its status as one of the largest real estate gatherings in the Sultanate of Oman. Day one saw the signing of investments agreements exceeding 2.3 billion Omani Rials, highlighting major future city projects such as Al Thuraya City in Bosher and Jabal Al Ali, a high-altitude destination that blends luxury living with Oman's natural beauty. Key deals also included urban housing developments in Sultan Haytham City, a coastal tourism project in Sib, and a 4-star hotel by international brand Lux Collection. Additional agreements focused on infrastructure development, a precast concrete plant in Barka, and a key projects under the government's Suruh initiative for integrated neighborhoods.
This exhibition or this forum is one of the biggest property investment forum. Of course, now we are in the process of going around the investment stalls. We are looking at so many opportunities all over Sultanate of Oman. This forum actually highlights two opportunities: the opportunities of developing the constructions as well as obtaining a house. This is actually an exhibition which is expecting a lot of people visiting it, lots of developers from all over the world, and hopefully it's going to be one of the biggest opportunities for Omanis and non-Omanis to have a property in Oman.
A 200 million Omani Rials health village project was launched in Jabal Al Ali alongside a global design competition for adventure and mountain sports zone in Al Thuraya, reinforcing Oman's forward-looking vision for livable smart cities.
We have about 2,000 units and the entire neighborhood 6 is focused for Omanis and the local community to be thrived. So there's going to be a school involved, there's going to be complexes which will promote Omani businesses, local businesses. We will have units, we'll have villas, detached villas, townhouses, apartments, different categories, but will mainly focus for the community of the region.
Open to the public, the 6-day expo offers interactive experiences, model housing showcases, inclusive ownership packages, and over 500,000 Omani Riyals in prizes, including apartments, luxury vehicles, and interior furnishing offers.
In Sultan Haitham city, actually, we have two roles. One, we are building the infrastructure, where we are doing currently the roads inside the city. We already accomplished almost 10% of the roads, and the work is progressing very good. And we hope, inshallah, by end of 2027, we'll finish all the internal roads within the city, and also some connecting roads to Sultan Haitham city.
Today, the conference featured the signing of 23 agreements to implement infrastructure for Suru housing projects covering utilities, sewage and internet networks. It also saw the launch of 8 new investments opportunities across multiple governorates. Additionally, 43 Yusuf contracts valued at more than 7.3 million Omani Riyals were signed, covering key sectors such as food security, SMEs, industry and sports, affirming Oman's commitment to sustainable, diversified urban development. The event marks a defining moment in Oman's path towards a dynamic urban future, where bold vision meets strategic investments and cutting-edge innovation, laying the foundation for smart, livable cities that inspire prosperity, alleviate lifestyles, and position Oman as a global hub for sustainable growth. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Abdullah. The Sultanate of Oman and the Republic of Cuba signed in Geneva a memorandum of cooperation in the fields of health and medical sciences. The memorandum of cooperation provides for exchanging medical personnel, conducting specialized training programs, and holding joint research in the fields of medicine and health sciences. The memorandum of cooperation was signed by His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Sebti, Minister of Health, and His Excellency Dr. Jose Angel Porto Miranda, Minister of Public Health of the Republic of Cuba. The Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs revealed a number of additional services provided to Omani pilgrims at the Mina and Arafat camps. His Excellency Ahmed bin Saleh Al-Rashdi, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs, head of the Omani Hajj Mission, confirmed during a press conference that this year's Omani Hajj Mission has launched initiatives to support pilgrims in social security categories, providing vehicles and electronic bracelets to monitor the health status of pilgrims. He revealed that a number of pilgrims from the Sultanate of Oman for the year 1446 Hijrah reached 13,944 who completed the Hajj requirements. His Excellency said that the Omani Hajj Mission launched a number of unique initiatives for this year, including the Rabat House Endowments Initiative to support eligible for social security categories, benefiting more than 150 pilgrims, in addition to the first Hajj and Umrah exhibition initiative, which saw more than 30 entities from the public and private sectors participation. The Sultanate of Oman ranked 8th globally in the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor report for the year 2024 through 2025. This was revealed during a workshop organized by the Authority of Small and Medium Enterprises Development, which reviewed the results of the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. The workshop also reviewed the efforts made to motivate small and medium enterprises, enhance opportunities for partnership and integration among government and private sector entities and raise the sector's contribution to the gross domestic product. It is worth mentioning that this ranking marks a 3-spot improvement from Oman's 2023 ranking when it's ranked 11th, reflecting ongoing efforts to enhance the entrepreneurship environment and support small and medium enterprises. Still to come in our news bulletin. A closer look at the rise of matcha tea in the Sultanate of Oman, its cultural origins, health advantages, and growing market presence. Welcome back to the newsroom from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman, received in his office a delegation from the Authority for Supplies of the Saudi Armed Forces, headed by Rear Admiral Mani' bin A'id al-Qahtani. During the meeting, the two sides explored areas of mutual military cooperation and discussed several matters of mutual interest. The Municipal Council of North Al Batina Governorate held a meeting during which His Excellency Mohammed bin Sulaiman Al Kindi, Governor of North Al Batina and Chairman of the Municipal Council, emphasized the importance of a qualitative transformation in the future planning. He called for adopting a performance governance approach and future foresight to ensure project sustainability, align plans with community aspirations, and enhance the quality of life in the governorate. The council also reviewed investment studies and infrastructure service needs across the governorate and various wilayas of the governorate. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Mohammed bin Sulaiman Al Kindi, Governor of North Al Batina and Chairman of the council. Also, the Municipal Council of Al Wusta Governorate held a meeting which reviewed the progress of unpaved roads, maintenance in the governorate, and future implementation plans. The meeting also reviewed a request to allocate sites for fish farming projects in the wilaya of Mahout and discussed the environmental approval for allocating sites for the transfer of backfill materials in Al Wusta Governorate. Main challenges faced by institutions amidst growing cyber attacks and ways to enhance their ability to encounter these threats were some topics discussed at the Cybersecurity Risks and Digital Resilience Strategies seminar held here in Muscat. More details in the following report. Cybersecurity Risks and Digital Resilience Strategy seminar held in Muscat discussed the main challenges facing institutions amidst the growing cyber attacks and ways to enhance their ability to counter these threats, ensuring continuity in a secure digital environment.
The importance of this workshop and seminar, it comes after discussing with the companies because we are in OCCI supporting SMEs, local companies and also big companies by offering them some incentives and some focus programs specifically in cybersecurity where we trying to protect personal data, financial system and national infrastructure. So the importance, I believe, of this workshop will focus more and deep dive into these aspects.
The seminar, which is organised by Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in cooperation with Howden Insurance Brokers, aimed to raise awareness about the risks of cyber attacks and their impact on the business environment, and to introduce participants to the best global practices in protecting corporate data.
Today's seminar will focus on cyber risk and cyber insurance, and it will delve into the rise in cyber incidents that's happening across Oman and the wider GCC territories, and what can be done to reduce and transfer such risks, whether it's via insurance, as well as increasing and improving your cyber risk posture.
In this age of digital transformation, having some sort of cyber insurance can be very important for companies, especially for me as a startup. It's like very scary when you learn all about the big hackings and what's happening in the digital world. So I'm expecting to learn more about the cyber insurance and what my company can benefit from this.
Furthermore, the seminar sought to promote digital security culture within the business environment and open communication channels with experts and technicians to exchange solutions and consultations in the field of cybersecurity. To raise awareness against cybersecurity attacks that could affect our everyday business comes this seminar. For Oman TV, Ahmed bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Muscat. Mubin al-Daghari, a grade 10 student at Abu Ubaidah School in Nizwa, developed a device that transforms filtered wastewater into green hydrogen. Here is more in this report.
It began with a single drop. Water wasted and forgotten, slipping from a home filter. But to one student, that drop carried potential. A quiet moment of observation became a spark, a question, an idea, and eventually an invention. From home to school and through months of trial and design, Mubin al-Daghari, a grade 10 student at Abu Ubaidah School in Nizwa, crafted a device that gives new life to discarded water. Powered by renewable energy, this innovative system turns what people throw away into something they urgently need.
The idea of our project, Green H2 Filter, came to benefit from the filtered water which most people throw away. So we turn this wastewater into green hydrogen, electricity, and fertilizer.
The device produces fuel 8 times stronger than conventional cooking gas, generates electricity through advanced fuel cell technology, and offers organic fertilizer for growing trees. 3 outputs from water once destined for the drain.
My role in the project was to do the marketing by making a program to facilitate ordering the product. Also using social media to familiarize the society about our project.
Mubin's vision does not end here. He sees potential far beyond the classroom, a future where homes, farms, and vehicles all benefit from clean local power. And in a time of rising energy demands, his invention speaks softly but deeply, reminding us that the path to sustainability may start with a single drop.
With brilliant ideas like this, young innovators are delivering smart solutions that meet Oman's needs and help shape a more sustainable future. Reporting from the Wilaya of Nizwa, this is Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya Governorate.
Thank you, Saleh, and well done to Mubin. Matcha tea is gaining popularity in the Sultanate of Oman. This report, prepared by Ruqayya Rashid, explores its Japanese origins and health benefits that are attracting more people to this vibrant green drink.
From Japan's vibrant farms all the way to Oman, this is matcha tea. And its popularity has grown so much around the world that Japan, the birthplace of matcha, is struggling to meet the growing global demand. But what exactly is matcha and why has it become so popular? Let's find out together.
Around 800 years ago, Japanese Buddhist monks brought powdered tea from China to Japan, where it was initially enjoyed by the upper class for its health benefits. Over time, particularly under the influence of tea master Sen no Rikyu, who emphasized the simplicity, mindfulness, and ritual.
But matcha isn't just a cultural treasure, it's also a nutritional powerhouse. Here's what science says about its health benefits.
Matcha offers a wide range of potential health benefits. Randomized clinical trials proved that matcha decreases stress and slightly enhances attention and memory. But we need to consume it in moderation and avoid taking more than 4 grams matcha per day.
With all this interest in matcha, it's no surprise that entrepreneurs in Oman are bringing this green trend closer to home.
My journey with matcha started 2 years ago, and I started doing my researches, and from there I traveled to Japan specifically to learn more about these products and about matcha culture, and from there I started my matcha cafe.
Matcha continues to connect cultures and generations. So next time you drink matcha, remember that you're not just sipping a healthy trend, you're tasting a tradition that has traveled centuries to reach your cup. I am Ruqayya Rashid Al-Khdairi reporting for the Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Ruqayya. And indeed, let's all go out and taste a cup of wonderful matcha to understand cross-cultural of Japan and the Sultanate of Oman that goes deep-rooted in history. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television, and before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets His Excellency Nico Jordan on the occasion of winning the presidential elections of Romania. The Shura Council approves a draft law of amending some provisions of the arbitration law in civil and commercial disputes and the draft of real estate registry law, both to be forwarded to the State Council. 46 Usufruct contracts worth over 9 million Omani Riyals and 23 cooperation agreements to implement the infrastructure for Suruh housing projects are signed. And finally, the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs reveals a number of additional services to Omani pilgrims at the Mina and Arafat camps. With that, we do come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it is good night and stay safe.